Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Very strange video to make today, but it just needs doing. So, oh God, how do we explain this? So, more and more now, I'm getting lots of comments from you guys, the viewers, through YouTube comments, through emails, through the website, through Discord, saying, Cap, why do you hate DCS so much? Cap, why do you hate Wags so much, Matt Wagner? What's he done to upset you? Why do you hate the F-18 Hornet so much? And obviously we don't hate any of those things, me or the boys. It's what I would describe as a cultural misunderstanding. So why is this misunderstanding come? So traditionally, us, the Grim Reapers, we've had a very small niche following of viewers, and generally speaking, those viewers have been people who are air quote like us. They understand our satirical sense of humour. And therefore, we just haven't had many problems of misunderstandings and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, we've become more popular in the last 6 months or so, since the Tomcat, since the Viper and whatnot. And more, it's not just the niche kind of viewers watching us now. It's pretty much everyone as far as I can see. And that's great. Everyone's welcome, obviously. But it's leading to these misunderstandings. So we have to understand what the Grim Reapers are. The Grim Reapers are a bunch of guys and gals with a mutual love of DCS, and we love flying together. And we have IL2, we have Armour 2, but our core is DCS and always will be. That's just who we are. So that's one element of us. The second element is just as important. We're bonded together through a mutual, similar sense of humour. We all have the sense of humour. That's why we get on so well. And this is probably not correct, but it's what I would describe as a satirical British sense of humour. And that doesn't mean it's just in Britain. It's just how I would describe it. And lots of people get it. My kind of age group in the United States get it. A lot of people in Europe get it. But a lot of people outside, especially the Far Eastern guys that are starting to join us now, simply don't understand the satirical sense of humour that drives us. So it's important that we explain that. And this sense of humour, and this is what we show in the videos, and it's what we show, and it's what we do in the background. This is just how we live our lives and everything we do, which is that things that we like, things that we love, things that we are comfortable with, things that we understand, we take the piss out of them. Take the piss is an English phrase. It means the verb to tease, to lightheartedly tease. That's what we do when we love something and are comfortable with it. So a great example is myself and my life partner Alison. Off camera, we just tease each other. That's what we do. She's literally a few minutes ago teasing me about my hair's falling out again, this time naturally. And I'm teasing her about, I better not say it because I'll get in trouble. But this is just what we do when we love something and we're comfortable with it. DCS world. We like DCS. We love DCS. It's what we do. It's what we do in our spare time. We're very comfortable with it. We've been doing it for years. We understand it well. And so what we do as our satirical sense of humour is we take the piss out of it. We have a phrase. That phrase is because of the unique way that DCS is programmed. And that's how we like to bully DCS whenever something goes wrong. We like to bully the people, tease them lightheartedly, the guys that program it. We do nothing against it at all. We completely love it. And because of that, that's why we tease it. Example, Matt Wagner. We like Matt Wagner. We love Matt Wagner. We rely on his videos. I like to think of him as a friend personally, and as a friend of the group. I can speak to him in the background and whatnot. Comfortable with Wags, comfortable saying pretty much anything to him. And so it is our satirical sense of humour because of those parameters that we like to take the piss out of him. Whenever possible, the more the better. As soon as something goes wrong, we say, Wagner, it's your fault, blah, 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 blah. And that's because we're comfortable with it. And, you'll note if there are elements in DCS or people that we really don't like, that we really hate in the DCS sphere, but you'll notice we don't take the piss out of them. We're not nasty to them because the stuff that we really don't like, we don't take the piss out of. It's kind of like almost a reverse psychology. So the reality is, Wags, we love Wags. He's never done anything to annoy us, and I'm sure he never will do, or hopefully he never will do. But because of the reasons I explained, that's why we love taking the piss out of him, and we're allowed to for those reasons. We take the piss out of each other all the time, constantly calling my boys names, twats, and things like that. And it's exactly for those reasons. I'm not being mean to them, and they don't accept it as me being mean to them. It's how we are affectionate. It's our satirical sense of humour. What else are you guys complaining about? Why do you hate the Hornet so much, Cap? Why do you dislike it? What's it ever done wrong? And it's exactly the same thing. No one here in the group actually dislikes the Hornet. No one hates the Hornet. I personally, I'm not a fan of it. It's just not my kind of plane. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with the Hornet. It's obviously the best plane, generally speaking, in DCS world. Best functionality, all that is good. It's pretty much bug-free nowadays. It's really good. And because it is so comfortable, you guys are so comfortable with it, and because it's generally liked so much, accepted, and we're so comfortable with it, therefore we can take the piss out of it. We can tease it. We're not saying that we dislike it. We're not saying that we hate it. It's just the same thing as Wagner. It's the same thing as DCS. That's what we do when we like something. But, you know, that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys who don't get it, because I can start to understand now why a lot of you are getting confused, because it's just something we do in our everyday lives, but I understand it may seem confusing to you. Like I said, if there's something we really don't like, we just don't go near it. We don't take the piss out of it. We're not, you know, we don't tease it. We just leave it completely. We used to take the piss out of other groups as well that we get on well with, 104th, the 59th, and whatnot, but it just caused so much confusion with you guys that we don't do it anymore. We just touch the main official ED things. Have you guys got anything to add to that? Because that's my kind of layman's explanation of why we do what we do.
I think it has a lot to do with how we are. Is we have a passion, it's a love for these things, and I just personally, I don't like to waste my time talking about things that I don't care about. So if you're giving us a hard time about what we do and how we do it or whatever, I'll just shut up. But if I love you, or if I have a passion for the things we do, that's when I'm going to argue. That's when I'm going to fight. That's when I'm going to make fun of you. That's just how it works. And I know we're here because we really enjoy this. Yeah. This is our passion.
It's absolutely. And I think we're just sending out confusing signals because, it's like I said at the start, cultural misunderstanding. People just don't understand that when it sounds like we're being mean to something. It's actually the reverse.
It's also not just cultural. It's also just people don't understand sarcasm sometimes.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, plus the words that are used are in different cultures, different languages are heard different ways. You say the same thing, but they hear them as being different. In the United States, if I'm pissed off, I'm mad. In England, I don't think it's the same thing.
No, not at
all. So
there's
just certain words that are taken as being harsh or overboard when they're in another culture are completely normal, or seen actually as a good thing to say instead of horrible. Like certain words just are different in different cultures.
I mean, if I'm talking to my best mate here down on the corner of the street, I say, "How you doing, you twat? How are you doing, you wanker?" That's affection, and that's exactly how I treat you guys.
Exactly.
And that's how I treat Wagner. That's how I treat DCS. That's just a normal thing to say. I know in Australia, for instance, they say, because we've got some Australians, they say the C word, which in England you're not allowed to say. That's a really rude word.
Yeah, yeah.
But they just say it to themselves. So do you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's so different, so confusing. So I mean, although we are causing a lot of confusion, we're not going to change. We are who we are. We don't want to become fake. We're going to keep being who we are. But I think as long as we kind of explain it to people that we don't actually mean bad things about anything. Sorry, were you going to say something, RC?
It was just it's pretty simple. If what we would say is, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't joke with you.
Exactly.
I'm not going to waste my time.
Exactly.
I mean,
just like JD,
I don't care enough.
Yeah, exactly right, guys. Exactly right. So anyway, I hope that clears it up a little bit. And next time you see me calling JD a tosser and an idiot, it's not because I think he's a tosser and an idiot. It's because I have affection for him, or Wagner, or whatever. It's just this is perfect.
And if I cry, it's tears of joy.
Yes, when he starts crying. Yes, indeed.
I've been a twat 10 times over, and I'm fine.
Yes, absolutely, boys, absolutely. It's another thing where the more serious guys kind of join into our group. It takes them a while to assimilate because for this it's not normal for them. They're kind of guys without the satirical sense of humour, and some just get freaked out and leave. Loads of people do, and it's completely fine. Not everyone likes our sense of humour, and some people assimilate and they're like. It becomes their norm, but that's how it is. But all right, I don't want to go on and on because I bore people. Any final things you want to add, boys? I hope that, hope it clears up a bit.
Sounds good, you twat.
You twat.
Just have fun.
All right, you wankers and you idiots. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.